What changed with David after that fourth inning?
Well, I just think he made a bad pitch to McCann. We had him 1-2 and got a couple fastballs late on the heater and just kind of hung a slider there in the middle of the plate that hurt him. So I thought he pitched, he had good stuff going into the fourth there and just made a bad pitch to make it a 3-0 game.
How damaging was it to have those 2 4-run innings later by Scott and Castro on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, the tone was set a little bit there in it was the bottom of the fourth when we had first, second, nobody out, can't get a bunt down, then a base hit the center that we don't get a good read on. So we got bases loaded, 1 out, and I wanted Severino to do what he did in his last at bat, but he is the ultimate team guy. This guy is a warrior type guy. I love everything about his makeup, and he's trying to do the right thing and try to score a run, and then we make a poor base running mistake at third base, and then it kind of the momentum switches there, and they hit a 3-run homer, and that's those things happen. But yeah, obviously when you get into a game like that, you want to try to think about tomorrow and save bullpen arms, and we're about keeping our guys healthy and fresh, and you get caught in a bind there where you can't do it because guys can't get through innings, and it's happened a few too many times this year.
Was there a bunt called there on the Severino one? Because Nunez looked like he was coming down the line.
No, Sevy's done it a couple times actually where he's not going to do it anymore, where he's trying to be a team player. He's trying to saw Abreu back, wanted to try to score a run for the club, get an RBI, get a 1-0 lead, and yeah, but we talked about it, and I wanted to do what he did his last at bat.
Brandon, is it part of what you have to deal with right now is that if you look at Hess and you look at Tanner Scott, things are going good for him. One thing goes wrong and it just sort of comes apart there. Is that part of being a young player?
Yeah, part of a young team is that it's and something that we're learning is rebounding from mistakes, and mistakes do happen, and now how it's to get the next guy out. There's going to be we're going to make mistakes. There's no doubt about it. And we're really inexperienced, and we haven't had a ton of big league success, a lot of our guys. So there's going to be mistakes made, and now it's how do you go on to the next pitch, and how you get the next guy out, and how do you not let it snowball. And that's the consistency part of the game that's really, really difficult at the big league level is the good players are very, very consistent, and they might have tough times, but they're able to rebound. And now our guys just need to learn how to do that and how to go, make a bad pitch but make a good one next to limit damage. And that's just something that's part of the development process with a lot of our guys, offensively and defensively.
I'm sorry, you've seen Castro. He's been good, and he's got really good stuff. Is it puzzling to you when he has another outing like this of what's going on with him?
Yeah, Miggy's trying. It's not from lack of effort and not from lack of work beforehand. It's not from I know how bad he wants it. It's just didn't happen tonight. He's had some good moments. He's had some moments that you'd like to forget, and that's it's part of it. His stuff is really, really good, and tonight they had a tough time getting ahead of hitters. So when every hitter's 2-0 and sitting on stuff, it's a lot easier to hit.
With what you're talking about with consistency in young players, does some of that apply to Richie Martin's defense tonight as well?
I think that was just, Richie has had a tough night defensively because he's been so good all year long, and those games definitely happen. And he's gonna have another one like that. He's gonna have another couple like that. That's just part of playing for 6 months. Those things happen. So first 2 weeks of the year, Richie's defense has been spectacular. And kind of a couple tough plays tonight. I wouldn't let it. His confidence won't be shaken by it. But he's been really good.
Brandon, can we assume you'll need another arm tomorrow?
No, we're not. No, we're going with what we got.
Is there
anything imminently correctable when you watch Castro do that you could point to and say it will be better if he does X?
I think working ahead in the count. Being able to work ahead in the count. It's got a 97, 98 mile an hour sinker. But when you're 2-0 to big league hitters and you're predictable, they can time you up. And when Miggy's ahead in the count and Mickey's attacking, good things usually happen. But tonight he was just had a tough time commanding and was falling behind.
Brendan, you were talking yesterday and earlier today about really trying to pump these guys with confidence to show them that their stuff can play here, they can have success here.
Yeah.
Is that easier for a guy like Hess, who you look at his start in Toronto and you look at his first 4 innings today? There are examples of that action, of that really happening.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I think that. I think he'd just like to have a pitch back, to be honest with you. You know, I thought he was. It was a 0-0 game, and he's a ground ball double play out to get out of the inning and hangs a slider. So, we don't recover offensively and have a couple, some tough innings after that, and the game gets way out of hand. But yeah, David threw the ball well. It just made a bad pitch to kind of turn his outing.